We just read and sang Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and now we're going to make a craft to go along with it. So you'll see that I have some animals printed out. You have a copy of these too, so you can either choose to color these and cut them out, or on a blank piece of paper you can draw your own farm animals, whatever you prefer to do. You'll also need a paper bag. This one happens to be pink. It was left over from Mother's Day, but a brown bag works perfectly too. And then I'm going to use construction paper to make my barn, but you could also just draw your barn directly onto your paper bag. So whatever works for you. I'm going to start with my barn. So the first thing I'm going to need is a square to make my bag look like a barn. So I drew my square. Now I'm going to cut it out. Remember, when you're cutting, thumb to the sky. And there we go. As you can see, the color of my barn is going to be red. That's what color a barn usually is, but they can be different colors too. So you can choose to make it whatever color you would like. I'm now going to take this piece of my barn and glue it down to my bag. Okay, there we go. That is the bottom of my barn. Now I need a roof. A roof typically looks like a triangle. So I'm now going to cut a triangle out. There we go. Barn roofs, now that I'm thinking about it, aren't always a triangle. They have different shapes, so however you choose to make yours is awesome. I will now take my triangle and glue that onto the top of my barn. There we go. And then the only thing I would like to add to my barn is some big barn doors. And they usually open in the middle. And a lot of times they have wooden bars that go across them. So there we go. That is how I have chosen to make my barn. Like I said, you can cut out construction paper, draw the shapes for your child and allow them to cut it out, or you can use markers or crayons and just try to draw a barn directly onto the bag, whatever works for you. Now that old MacDonald has his barn, he's going to need some animals to live there. So this is where your coloring page comes in, or like I said, if you want to be creative and draw your own animals, that's awesome too. So I'm just going to draw or color in a couple of these. I see the little dog, so I'm going to color him brown. So you can choose an animal right now and start coloring, or if you're drawing your own animals, you can go ahead and start free drawing maybe a dog or maybe another animal that you want to pick for Old MacDonald's farm. Alright, there we go for my dog, and I see a duck there. And a lot of times the ducks we have around here actually have green feathers, so I am going to make this duck green. There we go. And I think I'll pick one more. Up here I have the pig. So pigs are usually pink. So I will color this pig pink. Alright, now that I am done, I'm not actually done, but for the sake of time, I am only going to color those. And now I want you to color the rest of them, so maybe pause this video, or you could just finish coloring them later. And now what we're going to do is cut out each of these animals. They don't have to be precisely around, just loosely cut out is fine. This is always a great time for your child to practice cutting. It would be easier for them if they had something to follow. So say you did want them to cut these animals out, it might be easier to do something like draw a circle around it, so then they have something to follow. It's not easy for them to free cut like I'm cutting right now. So remember, always thumb to the sky when we're cutting. And followed that line the best I could. Cut out these. I have a duck and a chicken. So if you're drawing your own animals and looking for ideas, there is a duck and a chicken. We also, this big guy is, let me show you after I cut him out. This animal says, "Nay." Can you guess what it is? A horse says, "Nay." All right, I have two more animals to cut out. A sheep and a pig. Do you remember what sound a pig makes? Oink, 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 oink. Good job. All right, and then the last thing I have left is actually Old MacDonald. So if you want, you can always color him, cut him out, and glue him by your barn on the front, which is, I think, what I'm going to do with him. I don't want him to go to waste. Bring my barn back in. I have Old MacDonald cut out. Like I said, if you're doing this at home, you should take the time to color him in and make him look nice. And he's getting glued to my barn right there. All right, now that all of our animals are cut out, we can open the bag up and put the animals inside. And we can close it and shake it up. I'm going to also put the lid on my glue so it doesn't dry out. And notice how when I was done with my markers, I put the cap on those too. So make sure you do that because you don't want to waste any of your materials. All right, so shake, shake, shake. Now we can sing our song. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had and we'll take our hand, we'll reach in, pull an animal out. He had a cow. What does a cow say? Moo. So, on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O, with a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a chicken, E-I-E-I-O, flap your feathers, with a cluck, cluck here and a cluck, cluck there, here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck, cluck. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Let's do one more. And on that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O, with a, what sound does a pig make? Oink, oink. With an oink, oink here and an oink, oink there. Here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink, oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And you could keep going like that until you sing about all the animals that are in your bag. So I hope you guys have fun with that song. I hope you had fun with our farm theme this week. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye!